But right here is your compressor, and this is the heart of the refrigerator. This is what pumps your refrigerant. Now, it is a vapor pump, not a liquid pump. So how this works is the vapor, low pressure vapor refrigerant returns here. So that's the suction tube right here. And it is discharged out here in your discharge line. It goes into the condenser as a high pressure vapor. It's going to travel through. We got these little process stubs and valves so we can do different things with the students here. Obviously, a little process stub on the filter dryer, but the refrigerant comes up here. It's going to come right here, and it's going to meet the capillary tube, or what we call a metering device. Now that forces the refrigerant from being a high pressure vapor into a high pressure liquid. It's going to kind of come around, it snakes around, and it comes out right here, and it pairs with the suction tube because the suction tube is cool, and we have hot liquid refrigerant in this capillary tube. So this is your heat exchanger right here, where the capillary tube and the suction tube are bound together, and they are exchanging heat. It's an efficiency technique, and you can see that capillary tube comes around, comes through up top, and it is injected into the evaporator right here. We can already see that the evaporator is starting to freeze. Now we're making good cold there. We have our little defrost bimetal on here, or a defrost thermostat, whatever you want to call it. You can see the refrigerant kind of pattern coming through, and it's going to loop back and forth, and slowly this evaporator will frost over like it should be doing in your refrigerator. This little blob back here, don't mind that. That's just sound deadening stuff they usually put. And this would be, you can see some residue up here where it would be on that capillary tube. Sometimes it makes like a squirting, knocking noise almost in there, and they would put that to dampen that material. But it really has nothing to do with the function of this. But as that refrigerant goes through, it comes out of this line right here, which is our return back to the compressor or the suction tube. So it comes through, loops around, and then it comes back into the compressor as a vapor, where the compressor continuously recycles that refrigerant. So it's kind of neat to see. The students like stuff like this. We even have a kill switch on the condenser fan. These condensers need air, and that's what the fan does. It draws air through this to cool off the condenser, and it will be just a matter of minutes with this fan off that this condenser will get very hot to the touch, and it's going to start to lose a lot of efficiency in your systems. I can go ahead and stop that blade, we'll push it, condenser fan goes, and it'll start pulling the heat out of the condenser. And yes, this is our trade secret drain pan right there. Can't talk too much about that. It looks like an ordinary cup because it is an ordinary cup. Aside from that, yeah, students love the demos.